Hello, it's me. If you remember, in last week's video, it was a bit smoky in Seattle. I had to wear a face mask outside, and air quality wasn't great. Well, this week, there were days that you could hardly tell the difference between the mountains and the sky. It was so smoky outside. The sun even turned this lovely shade of apocalypse. It was horrifying. So my friend Kaylee and I escaped to the closest thing to a playground an adult can visit. I haven't been to an IKEA for close to 10 years, mainly because the closest one always seems to be at least an hour away from me, like including this one, by bus at least. I came with the vague mission of checking out some new chairs. The one I have in my corner works fine, but it's not exactly new and no longer very cozy. And there's something special about picking out your own furniture. Kaylee came with the mission to get her hands on as many showroom iPads as she could possibly carry. As we wandered around each beautifully designed showroom, I couldn't help imagining my own little colorful space to keep my plants and I. I always struggle with my love of color and living space. I know cleaner, brighter spaces tend to inspire more creativity, but I just want to be surrounded with as much color and little trinkets and textures as humanly possible. So I tried to create some balance between the two with this piece. Colorful, but not too overwhelming. Originally, I wanted to paint a somewhat harsh subject in a cozy scene. Something like a dark figure smoking in a corner. I always love me some good juxtaposition, especially to offset the tranquility of the plants and eventual blue background. But the more I sketched, the worse it felt to draw attention away from the scenery. I don't usually paint environments or even backgrounds, really, so it felt a little like a challenge not to have a solid focal point in the room. I wanted to incorporate smoke, because, outside is horrifying, but also to offset the color with some black and gray. Then I remembered how interesting the trailing smoke of blowing out a candle can be. I say remembered because candles are one of the many things I can't easily do in my tiny, matchbox-sized apartment, like rearranging. This may seem silly, but IKEA brought me back to those days when I was a kid who would rearrange my entire room every couple months. I used to change up my workspace constantly to inspire new ideas and get a new perspective. Sadly, with smaller space comes fewer decorating possibilities. But that's why the search for a new chair. I did end up finding a few, I think they're called chase pieces. Basically one-person couches that I liked. Maybe I just need to move a few plants around though. I did end up buying one thing at IKEA. A plant holder. I'm not going to lie, I was pretty nervous towards the end of this painting. It wasn't going exactly as I had planned, and it didn't look super close to what I had envisioned. There isn't much depth, and the smoke isn't quite as whimsical as I wanted, but I don't hate it. Which is only a little shocking since, as I said before, I don't practice backgrounds. Which makes me think that I should start. I know I could have done better with my depth of space and lighting, but I like the finished piece. It looks more stylized than anything else. I would love to know if you rearranged a room as a kid, or if it was really just me. Give the video a like if you enjoyed watching Kaylee and I be total dorks at a furniture store. And don't forget to subscribe to see me explore and paint even stranger adventures. Yes, I'm calling IKEA an adventure. We were in there for days. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.